So this is 2019 paper 1. So question 1 here, we have Emer earns a gross wage of 40,000 per annum with a company A. So Emer pays income tax at a rate of 20% on income up to the standard cutoff point of 35,300. She pays tax at a rate of 40% on the remainder. She has an annual tax credit of 1,650. Find how much income tax she pays per annum. So first thing we're going to have to do here is, in order to find her income tax, we are going to have to find her low rate of tax. So we know that she pays up until 35,300, up until her standard cutoff point, she pays 20% tax. So when you put that in your calculator, you get 7,060. Then we know that anything that she earns past 35,300, she pays 40%. So we're going to do our 40,000 minus 35,300. So that gives us 4,700. That's the remainder. And we pay 40% tax on that. So when you put that in your calculator, you get 1,880. So that's your low rate. And that's your high rate of tax. So what we need to do then is find her gross tax. So we need to add the two rates of tax together. So the 7,060 plus the 1,880. So that gives us a total there of 8,940. So to find the net tax, or the tax payable, we need to do the gross tax, which is 8,940 minus the tax credit, because the government gives them a relief of 1,650, and that gives you 7,290. So that's how much tax Emer is paying on her gross wage of 40,000. So that is 10 marks. For part B, Emer pays her health insurance, which costs her 1,500 net. Find her annual income after paying income tax and health insurance. So we want to find her annual income. So her gross pay is 40,000. So we want to take away her tax, which we calculated in part 1 there, is 7,290. So that's her tax. And then we want to take away the health insurance. So when we take those away from the 40,000 gross, we end up with 31,210. So that is 5 marks for that part there. So Emer is planning to change jobs. She is offered a job by company B with a gross wage of 38,000 and a bonus of 1,500 tax-free to Emer to be paid by the company, which she would use to pay her health insurance. Her tax rates and tax credits would remain the same. Find how much Emer annual income after paying income tax and health insurance will increase if she accepts the job at company B. So we know that on the first 35,300, so similar to the last question, she pays 20% tax, so that's exactly the same as the last question. So she's paying 7,060. Then on the remainder, so she earns 38,000 this time because we are ignoring the 1,500 because it's tax free. So we need to do 38,000 minus the standard cutoff point. So that gives you 2,700, and you multiply that by the high rate of tax, which is 40% still. So that's 1,080. So then we need to find their gross tax. So we're going to add the 7,060 plus the 1,080. So that gives us 8,140. So then to find her tax payable, we need to do our gross tax, 8,140 minus the tax credit of 1,650, and that gives us 6,490. So that's her tax payable. So to find her net income, we're going to do her 38,000 minus the tax, which is 6,490, and that gives you 31,500 31,510. So they're asking you, if she picks this job, how much will it increase by? So if she picks this job, she earns 31,510. The last job was offering her 31,210. So put that into your calculator. That's a €300 increase. So that is 10 marks for that one.